Well, we all know how politics can divide a nation, but according to one high-profile couple in Florida, it can also divide a marriage. Former Miami Dolphins cheerleader and one of Palm Beach's top prosecutors have separated in what people are calling the Trump divorce.
Lynn Aronberg made the news public via a press release from her own PR firm. She says her support for the US president left her feeling isolated in her marriage.
And Lynn Aronberg joins us live now. Good morning, Lynn. A divorce because of political differences? I mean, how did this happen?
It's unfortunate, but it was a very contentious time in our country, and it affected a lot of people, and unfortunately, my marriage.
You knew he was a Democrat when you married him. It wasn't a deal breaker for you back then?
Oh, absolutely not. It was fine. In fact, we both embraced it, and we both consider ourselves to be moderate. In fact, I worked on a Democratic congressional candidate, his race, and so I consider myself very moderate, but unfortunately with the election, it just really got ugly. Everything kind of escalated, and unfortunately it really did affect my marriage in a major way.
And why do you think your selfies with the Trump family led to a breakdown?
Well, I think it's funny that everyone keeps saying selfies because my ex-husband was one taking the photos. So I'd have to have very long arms or a selfie stick if that was the case. No, he was taking them, and the photos, that's where we were. I mean, I'm in public relations, so I'm going to say where I am and be proud of it. And that was a point of conflict.
Lynn, plenty of people in America, like they do in Australia, are going through nasty divorces, and a lot of people prefer to do that in private. What was the motivation behind your way forward? You made this very public in a press release. What was the motivation behind that?
Well, I knew that there was already media interest in our divorce, and I knew that I needed a team of a support system like Transmedia Group to be on my team, to field the media requests and the interest in the story that sort of happened organically. And so I needed my team. My ex-husband has his team. You know, he's an elected official. He's a very, very strong, powerful network in our backyard. So I needed my own support system.
Okay. But why put the president above your husband? I don't necessarily get that.
I'm sorry?
Why put the president before your husband? I don't get that.
I don't look at it as I put my president above my husband. I look at it, unfortunately, I felt like I was being controlled and not respected and wasn't able to have my own opinions. And that is what happened in my marriage. And I can vote for whomever I choose to vote for. And I'm proud to have voted for Donald Trump.
Okay.
So I didn't put the president above my marriage. I expected my husband to respect my opinion.
Respect your opinion and your choices. Lynn, you're obviously a very loyal Trump supporter. Let's talk about him for a little while. What do you make of the president's first 7 months in office? What does it look like from where you're sitting?
I think he's doing a fantastic job. I would argue, you know, a lot of the media, they attack him. A lot of the people that I know on a local level in the political world and outside it, it's very heated. It didn't end with the election. Now he is our president, and a lot of people are having trouble coming to terms with that. And I don't agree with him. I think he's doing a fantastic job, and I just hope he doesn't change.
Have you heard from the president since the divorce was made public via the press release? Has he offered his condolences to your marriage breakdown? No, I have not. I believe he's probably very busy running out of the country, so I have not heard from him at all. I haven't seen him.
But you sort of know him personally, right? So what do we need to, all the way down here in Australia, what do we need to know about Donald Trump that you know about him that the rest of the world might not?
Donald Trump is... You get what you see. He's a real guy. He's a nice guy. He's down to earth. He looks you straight in the eye. He remembers you. He's just a really nice person. And he's unlike the other political people that I've met and I've been involved with in the last few years. 100% different. And it's refreshing. I like somebody that's authentic.
Okay, and you've also met Melania,
cares.
the president's
And it's
wife.
funny.
Yeah, what's your opinion of Melania?
You know, Melania seemed to, watching her and being around her throughout the campaign, she seemed to become more comfortable hobnobbing and meeting different people and talking to them, whereas she was a bit more reserved at the beginning, I think. She was much different towards the end. She was always lovely and very, very nice, but more, I think she was ready to sort of be that political wife, be our first lady, and really get out there and meet a lot more people than she normally would have.
Okay, now this is great news for all of us who want to know more about your story. You're turning this all into a book titled I Make a Great Ex-Wife. Why? Why do you make a great ex-wife?
I make a great ex-wife because both my ex-husbands want to be my bestie. They want to be my friends. Despite it all, we've managed to have respect for one another, agree to disagree, part ways, and still be friends. And so hopefully, lucky number three, it'll work out for the long haul, and we won't just end up being friends.
Oh, is there number 3 on the horizon? Is there a number 3 hovering around?
We don't have to be enemies.
Wow. Okay, well, it all sounds
I'm
very
working
amicable.
on it. I'm working on it. I really want a family.
You better find a Republican. That's all I can say.
I don't?
No, you better find a Republican this time.
Oh, right. I'm okay with a Democrat, but he needs to just perhaps not be an elected official.
Right.
Or maybe if he's an elected official, not choose his supporters over me. I'm not crossing all Democrats off, but yes,
Okay.
a Republican probably would be the best.
I think it's going to be a safer bet.
Democrats are still on the list. All right, lovely to talk to you. Fascinating chat. Thanks so much for talking to us.